This video is brought to you by Ageless Geeks.
Cowabunga dudes and dudettes, this is Anthony, aka BatBomb82, and today I'll be doing a review of the Warlords of Wor Wave 6. And yes, we have a new wave of Warlords figures that I am completely stoked about. I absolutely love this little 3-inch Glyos line, and a big shout out to Brandon over at Matter Monster Studios to sending these along my way so we can get a closer look at them. So let's check out the Warlords of Wor Wave 6. Alright, so let's check out the new Warlords of Wor. Always super stoked to get these toys in my collection, and I have the entire wave here, so let's see what we got because we have a lot of special things going on with this particular set. So I'm going to start off over here with this fella. This is the Warrian Laser Trooper. Now, for any of you that know old school G.I. Joes, this guy is kind of an homage to Sci-Fi, that old vintage G.I. Joe toy with that really cool color scheme of the neon green and blacks and silvers, which is very cool, and I love that a lot. And now we have it in Glyos form as part of the Warlords of Wor. Now, I think Matter Monster did an amazing job with this piece, just kind of getting that deco in to look perfect. The greens, that neon green just stands out. I love it so much. The back of that looks fantastic. All looks really good. I love the sculpt of Warlords figures, and Battle Tribes just so really nice. Nice bright silver paint apps, just look really good. He does come with a ton of stuff, and that's part of the big appeals for this entire toy line, is all the interchangeable parts and accessories that we get for each figure. But yeah, man, look at that guy. That guy just looks so awesome, and I love the fact that they're homaging old G.I. Joes now, because for like a lot of you out there, I am a sucker for vintage Joes. And yeah, I think this might be the first homage to G.I. Joe we've gotten in the Battle Tribes / Warlords line. Correct me if I'm wrong, but either way, this is super awesome and really stoked to have him in the collection. Okay, so now I want to check out this guy right here. This is the Taskmaster Vault. Now this is a really cool colorway because this is actually a very popular colorway in the Glyos community. It's very military-esque with those greens and stuff like that, but so many companies from the Glyos world have created their own, designs and molds utilizing this particular colorway, which I think is very cool. And this is one of those characters that you're definitely going to want to army build, because you want to have at least 2, 3, or 4, or 5 of these to really display them in all their different ways with all the different head swaps and things like that, which just look freaking dope. But this looks awesome. The tampoing on the chest just looks really nice. I love the bright orange weapons. I mean, he just comes with a ton of cool stuff. And again, I really like the orange weapons. Just really offsets the different tones of green that we get this figure. So all his different attachments just look fantastic. But this piece looks amazing. I love this so much. And this is one of those figures that you kind of don't really want to put on extra like chest armor or anything like that, because the paint apps on this just by itself looks so freaking nice. I love that a lot, and I really dig that helmet there, which just looks really freaking cool. We also got a battle builder for him in that, I think it's pronounced Vulcarian green. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's the actual name, the Vulcarian. But this is the only battle builder we got in this particular set, and I like that a lot. And I know these tend to sell out really quick, so I feel very fortunate, and a big shout out to Brandon for sending this my way, because I'm a sucker for the battle builders, and this is one that I did not want to miss out on. Okay, so next up, I want to check out Jungle Mission's Clobber. Now this is really cool. Just the fact that we're getting just straight up variants of specific characters that are specifically mission based. Now if you look back at things like the old G.I. Joe toy line, we got things like the Tiger Force Squadron and things like that, or whatever it was. Now we got this guy, which is Clobber, one of our main hero and one of the Warlords of Wor, just in his jungle mission gear, which is actually really, really cool. And he does come with a ton of good stuff as well on those jungle mission colors, which just looks fantastic. And now this one is actually based on a old 5.5 resin figure, because before Warlords of Wor was doing these little 3-inch figures from Glyos, they were doing 5.5 resin figures, and a customizer made a custom Jungle Missions Clobber, and since then Brandon said he wanted to put this into the main line, and that's exactly what we have here. And I just think that came out great. We got the camel green on the pants. That two-tone green looks really, really nice with the browns, just look all fantastic. And I love his gauntlets, one with a claw and one with that big fist. Just a really cool addition. And again, I like the idea of having our main characters just in different types of uniforms for different set missions, which I think is pretty damn cool. Now the last one that I gotta take a look at is this bad boy right here. One that I think a lot of people were super stoked about. This is the Elipid Bomber. Now, why is this so cool? Because this is actually based on an old Dino Riders toy. If I remember correctly, his name was Rasp. I think that's who this was. If I'm wrong, feel free to correct me in the comments. But yeah, that's just a classic toy, and I loved Dino Riders back in the day. And it didn't hit me at first when I was shown this, but dude, I mean, once I saw it, I was like, oh my god, instant throwback to my childhood, and I was like, yes, that is so freaking rad. But I think they did a great job with this. It really does feel like an old school Dino Rider, just in Glyos form, and to be honest, a lot better than that vintage toy. The paint apps look fantastic with the red collar under there with the yellow. Looks awesome. All his accessories just look fantastic. I love the bright red that was chosen for all his weapons, since the original vintage toy had those bright red weapons. So it's really cool to see that now with this modern figure, and I just think that looks so awesome. The Cobra head has become a lot of people's favorite. I know it's one of my favorites now in the Warlords of Wor line. And the green, the darker green in there with the red eyes and the white fangs, just looks so good, man. I love this so much. Okay, so for those of you that might be new to Glyos and things like the Warlords of Wor, I'm going to run down the articulation real quick and show you what Glyos means. So the head does rotate just like so. Arms can swivel all the way around. Same thing at the wrist. Or excuse me, at the forearm. Does swivel at the waist. Legs can kick forward, back and forth like that, and rotate at the boot there. But what the Glyos system is just a peg and socket system that makes things modular. So pretty much wherever there's a type of swivel cut, form of articulation, there is a peg and socket. So you can, mix and match different parts to create different things, which is very, very cool. So what that means is that since all these characters come with so many parts, we have everything to make all types of versions of the Laser Trooper in the different colorways, which I think is pretty rad. And that Laser Trooper, man, that one really stands out to me particularly. Maybe it's just that bright neon green and silvers. That color scheme just works fantastically. I love that a lot. We also have all the different colors and parts to make the Volk, which is really freaking cool. I love that a lot. That helmet is such a cool, sweet looking helmet. I love that design so much. Just a rad looking piece. We have all the pieces to make Clobber, and I love the Clobber characters a ton, man. And I think he looks really cool in every one of these colorways, especially in that Elipid color scheme with the purple and whatnot. The big purple gauntlets just look so dope, man. I freaking love this toy line. I can't even explain to you guys. I really freaking love this toy line. Then we do have all the different parts to make the Elipid in those different colorways. And again, I love seeing all those Cobra heads that are just so awesome. And again, seeing them all the different colors just looks really, really nice to me. And if we could turn them around, we can kind of see them with the back of their Cobra heads. And I forget what that part of the Cobra head is called, but it just looks so nice with all the patterns and whatnot on there. So just, again, a very cool set of figures that we have here. So for a quick size comparison, here they are standing next to a Marvel Legends Deadpool figure, as well as a DCUC Batman figure. Also for comparison, here they are standing next to several other Warlords of Wor and Battle Tribes figures from my collection. And just for fun, Here they are standing next to a little Lego Bat Bomb. So there it is, guys, my review of the Warlords of Wor Wave 6. Now overall, I genuinely think this is just another badass wave from the Warlords of Wor line. I love the color schemes and the homages that we've gotten with this set. All the different interchangeable parts and accessories just make this for one incredibly fun toy line, and that is simply why I've fallen in love with Warlords of Wor and things like Battle Tribes. These toys are just incredibly fun, and with things like these homages really taking me back and making me love the things I used to when I was a childhood all over again, makes me truly appreciate toys like this. So with all that said, I give this set a rating of 4 bat bombs out of 5. So please comment, like, and subscribe. Stay nerdy, my friends. Peace.